They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Running to the left. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The lone back's got it, and he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Bean. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it on the right. Inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Green 25.
Looking to throw, it's Bean. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the right. It's caught. No, he got loose. Oh, he still got more. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Davison. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying the left side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off play action.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for a sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Bean. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Now, 4th down.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Davison. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third is short, I'd love for you to run it and beat a more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Bean. Under fire. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Lost the defense is wide open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When it's a 2-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Lasso! Lasso! Tuna!
To the air. It's Bean. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The uprights, good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And the returner goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. Lost a throw on first down. Looking left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Bean. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It'll be a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's a big stride inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Maryland. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, that is a big hit, and that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback, but Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Cricket.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He might want another play. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down.
Got it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Moves.
Looking downfield, it's Bean. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Got his man downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
325.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Get him going, baby.